Have you ever stopped and wondered, am I doing better financially than most people? Or am I behind without even realizing it? How much money does the average person actually make? How much do they save for retirement? How much debt do they carry? Today, we're going to break down some real financial statistics that might shock you. And trust me, some of these numbers are way more surprising than you'd expect. My name is Chris, and on this channel, I help people understand money, personal finance, investing, and building wealth. So if you want to improve your financial future, make sure you subscribe, and let's jump right in. 1. Average income in America. Let's start with one of the biggest questions. How much does the typical full-time worker earn? According to recent data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median income for a full-time employee is around $1,040 per week. That comes out to about $52,000 per year, assuming a standard 40-hour work week. Before taxes, that's roughly $26 per hour. Now keep in mind, this number represents individual income, not household income. Household income includes everyone in the home earning money, spouses, partners, or other family members. Still, it gives us a good baseline to compare where most workers stand financially. 2. Retirement savings, the shocking reality. Next, let's talk about retirement, because this is where things get pretty alarming. According to the Federal Reserve, the median retirement savings balance for Americans who have retirement accounts is around $65,000. And here's the important part. That number includes all age groups. Also, nearly 25% of Americans don't even have a retirement account at all. Now, imagine someone retires with $65,000 saved. If they follow the popular 4% withdrawal rule, that would only generate around $2,600 per year. That's barely enough to cover groceries, let alone rent, healthcare, and daily life. Here's how retirement balances break down by age. Under 25, around $1,800. Ages 25 to 34, about $14,000. Ages 65 plus, closer to $88,000. These numbers are surprisingly low, considering many experts suggest most households need $500,000 to over $1 million to retire comfortably. The good news? Even saving a small amount consistently and investing over time already puts you ahead of the average person. 3. Social Security benefits. Now, what about Social Security? The Social Security Administration reports the average monthly benefit is about $1,550 per month. For many retirees, Social Security becomes their main, or sometimes only, source of income. But the truth is, $1,550 a month isn't enough to live comfortably in most places today. And if someone earned a lower income throughout their working years, their benefit may be even smaller. Some people plan retirement assuming Social Security will cover everything. Others treat it as a bonus and build their own savings first. Either way, it's smart to know what you may receive. 4. Average household spending. Now, let's talk about spending, because this is where most people lose control financially. The average American household spends roughly $5,500 per month. That's about $67,000 per year, meaning the average family needs to bring home that much money just to maintain their lifestyle. Here's where the money usually goes. Housing, about $1,885 per month, around 34% of total spending. Food, around $690 per month. Transportation, around $910 per month. So if you feel like your paycheck disappears quickly, you're not alone. The average household budget is stretched thin. 5. Credit scores better than you think. Next up, credit scores. Credit scores range from 300 to 850. And surprisingly, the average FICO score in the US is about 715. That's considered a pretty solid score. A good credit score matters more than most people realize. It affects mortgage interest rates, car loan terms, credit card approvals, even rental applications. The biggest factor in your credit score? Paying bills on time. Other key factors include credit utilization, length of credit history, types of credit, new credit applications. Maintaining good credit is easier than people think. It just requires consistency. 6. Credit card debt levels. Now here's a scary one. The average household carries about $9,200 in credit card debt. Credit card debt is one of the most expensive types of debt because interest rates can be 20% or higher. That's far more than what most people earn through investing. So carrying credit card debt can completely cancel out your wealth building progress. And most of it comes from unnecessary spending. Clothes, electronics, online purchases, random impulse buys. The simplest solution? Use credit cards responsibly and pay the balance in full every month. 7. Net worth. How wealthy is the average household? Let's talk about net worth.
Your net worth is calculated by everything you own minus everything you owe. This includes home value, investments, retirement accounts, vehicles, minus mortgage, loans, credit card debt. According to the Federal Reserve, the median household net worth is around $122,000. By age group, under 35, less than $14,000, ages 35 to 44, about $91,000, ages 45 to 54, around $168,000, ages 55 to 64, about $212,000, ages 65 to 74, roughly $266,000. These numbers may sound high, but they're actually achievable with steady saving, investing, and avoiding bad debt. 8. The average savings rate. So how much do people actually save? The average American saves only about 6% of their income. That's after taxes. That savings often goes for emergencies, home down payments, renovations, cars, retirement. But 6% isn't nearly enough long term. Experts recommend saving 10 to 15% for retirement alone, and even more if you want financial freedom early. 9. Average retirement age. Finally, when do most people retire? According to Ramsey Solutions, the average retirement age is about 61 years old, even though full Social Security benefits don't begin until age 67. And someone who reaches 65 can expect to live another 20 years on average. That means retirement can last 2 decades or longer. The question becomes, will you have enough money saved to support yourself for 20 plus years? That's why starting early matters so much. Compound growth takes time, and time is your greatest financial advantage. Closing thoughts. Sometimes it's hard to know if you're doing well financially. It can feel like you're behind. But looking at these averages gives you perspective. In many cases, simply budgeting, saving consistently, investing early, and avoiding high-interest debt already puts you ahead of most people. Use these numbers as motivation, not pressure. Your financial journey is personal, but progress is always possible. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.